Hello, everyone. I'm Manic, and I want to go on a journey with you guys. Since it's Halloween and everything, um, you know what? I want to do something special. I want to go through and watch and review all the Scream movies, all six of them, which is a hexology. Hexo. There's six of them, so yeah, I want to review all of them, get it all ready for Halloween. So that should be pretty fun. And we got to start off with the first one, first and foremost, Scream One. Like I've never seen any of these movies. Like I've seen videos of the movies and everything. Well, just of Scream One, so I knew who the killer was before I watched it. But it didn't like the movie was still still pretty really good, still fantastic, truly, even without even with knowing like who the killers were. Oh, before I forget, I got to put on my Halloween wristband. Okay, now we're ready. I was gonna buy a Scream mask too, but I didn't. Anyways, so yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with the first one. Get into my notes. My first one. Okay, so my first note. We see in the intro we have Scream, the Ghostface killer, and the girl from the intro, and it's like, he was kind of risen her up, wasn't it? He was like, dude was about to take her on a date, like just that quick, just from his voice, dude. Like, you gotta learn from this guy. Like, just that part, not the killing, but that part, he was on to something. So dude just over there rizzing up Casey, and then it's like, then he takes a turn. He's stops playing the nice guy and all that, and then she has to run around her entire house and lock every single door. I don't know what it is with these horror movies, but they refuse to have their doors locked. It's like, if somebody says they're at your door, it should have been it should have been locked a long time ago. Especially in the middle of the night, you're home alone. You're like, horror movie characters have zero self-preservation. They'll. I'm surprised her door wasn't just open. Like I'm surprised. I'm surprised she didn't leave her door open. I'm surprised she didn't get that phone call. She was like, and just walk out the front door. Like, it's. I don't know. I don't know what it is with these horror movie characters. They don't do just this basic things. They don't do it. And then after that, we go to the boyfriend. So he's outside, all tied up and stuff. And then she has to answer the questions like, who was the original killer, Friday the 13th, and all that stuff. He was gonna get killed anyway, so the answers didn't really matter. But he somehow absolutely gutted that dude, like without being seen. Like, dude, it wasn't like just like a little like, he dude dude turned him into a turkey. Like he he really gutted the guy in like less than like 30 seconds and got away. Like, it's, even if there were like two of them at that time, you would still see them like carting them out unless they would just really great teamwork. Just, you take that side, I get this side, form a little circle. Is, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then my next note. We see Casey. She's running away before they have Ghostface chasing after her. She gets to the porch of her house, and she gets killed on the porch, like right next to her parents. And as the parents are going in, she's getting killed. She's over there getting killed on the front porch. And as the parents are going in, he's still killing her. He's still setting her up. He's still dragging her to that tree as he watched them go inside. He knows they're in the house. He's taken that he's that bold that he watches her parents go inside and still has the guts to hang her up on a tree, like, just, and he got away with it. This guy is so bold. He guts people in 30 seconds. He hangs them up in trees in even less. Like, this guy, man, get him in the Olympics of just killing Olympics. I don't know. There's some type of Olympics that'll work for. There's something, I'm sure. And my next note, like, that was an amazing intro. Like, I truly enjoyed it. Like, it was really good. Like a really great intro to a horror movie. That was my note. And my next note, Randy is annoying, dude. It's like, this guy does not stop talking. It's like, I don't know if the director did it on purpose or anything, because, you know, you'd figure if you're gonna make an annoying character, you'd at least kill him off or something, but they didn't in this movie, at least. So unlucky. But man, this guy was so he was so annoying. I did not want to hear anything he said. It's like, bro, just, I get, like, he was supposed to be like, it seemed like he was supposed to be like the stand-in for us. Oh, the stand-in for us or something, like, as in, because he would be making like theories and stuff, like, oh, I know how horror movies go. You gotta do like this. You gotta do. It's like, okay, dude. Like, I know he's trying to be like a guide, but like, I don't need a guide for the movie. Like, I know what's going on, or like, let me figure it out. Let me figure it out just a little bit. It's okay if you do it a little bit, but he's doing it like all movie. Like, you just need to tone it back like a lot. And then my next note, like, I did not expect Sid to be attacked so early. You know, usually with these movies, they're like, oh, you know, we see the other characters, they walk in, you know, they get attacked, and then they get killed, and then, you know, they slowly get killed off. But the main character is pretty, like, immune. You know, they don't get attacked, they don't get chased even. They truly are not in any danger at all. But we see her, she's just like right after. I didn't mark the time, but it was just like soon after. Did they even? Was she like the? I think she was like the next attack. Yeah, they went after her really early in the movie, like, man. Yeah, and like, movies don't usually do that. I really like that. Like, I like how the movie in general just switches it up. Like, I like the meta-ness of the movie, but while also doing something different. It's like, in a way, it's like a parody. It's like a parody of horror movies while also being a good horror movie. And yeah, I think they really pulled that off well. All right, my next note. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the ghost face, like, both of them, I guess. These dudes are made out of paper, dude. They need to be in wrestling. You know, like, any single thing that happens to them, they go flying. Like, it's not like they get pushed and like, whoa. They get pushed and they're just like, you know, it's like, oh my, like, those dudes will absolutely go flying from the slightest touch. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, get these guys in the WWE. Y'all saw how the Rock taking like Stone Cold Stunners. Let one of the Ghostface take a Stone Cold Stunner. They're going to the moon. They're not coming back down. They will absolutely. They will absolutely be selling legends. Oh my goodness. Okay, my next note. Okay, so another thing about the Ghostface, both of them, Billy and Stu, they absolutely suck at killing people. Like, they get. How do you ambush two different people and mess up on both of them? You know, you think when you get an ambush, you have the advantage. It's just like, just you got the advantage. They don't see you coming. You stab them. You win. You pretty much, especially with not only do they have the advantage of surprise, you have a weapon and they don't, and they still screw it up. It's like, what more do you need? Like, truly, is grab them, stab them. It's like, how are you gutting that boyfriend so quick? But you try to grab Sid, and she's like made out of olive oil. She's made out of soap. She's made out of soap. It's, oh my goodness. Like, all right. My next note is Dewey gets no respect. Okay. I'm going to tell you now. I've seen the first 3 movies at this point of making this a video. I'm going to watch the other 3 a bit later. Dewey, except in the third one, Dewey does nothing all movie. Dewey does absolutely nothing. He is the worst at helping. He does not help. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't help. He doesn't protect. He doesn't defend. Dude is the sheriff. Who hired this man? Who hired him? Who let him? Who let that man on the force? Who gave that man a badge? Who said, I want Dewey? No. Who said, I want Dewey do nothing? Dewey does absolutely nothing all movie. Oh my goodness, dude. Dewey does absolutely nothing. Oh my goodness. Okay. And like, he gets no respect, and he deserves no respect because. Okay. You see, like, even we see even Tatum, his sister. We see him. He gets a little boyed. He gets little broed by his own sister. Actually, I don't know. Is he the big bro? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Might as well be the little brother. Like, he's in the middle of the station, and she's like, "What? Wow, what happened?" I think he was saying something like, "You can't be in here" or something, and she was like, "I'll do whatever I want." Like, he was like, does mom you're letting Sid come over and all that stuff? He was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, mom knows." And then, I need to remember what she said. And just absolutely disrespecting him in front of the boys. And it's like, Dewey's like, "Oh, Tatum, not in front of the boy. Mom said you had to be nice to me." Like, he doesn't actually say that, but he might as well have. It's like, Dewey. Oh my goodness. No one should respect Dewey. No one should have hired Dewey. Dewey does nothing, and Dewey continues to do nothing. Okay. My little rant about Dewey is over for now. I'll talk about him later in my notes, but okay. So, the next thing. The police officer, just the police officers in general are absolute garbage. They think that, well, actually, Dewey says this. So I'm not done talking about Dewey. Dewey says this. He's talking about, it's school. You will be safe. There is a masked killer. All the killer has to do is put on his little outfit, put on the mask, get a knife. He's the killer. That's all he has to do. It's not like he does anything that can't be. He just change in school. That's all he can do. He can just put the outfit on, change in school, bring the knife. It's not like y'all got people searching their bags or anything. Like, we even see later in the movie, multiple people running around the halls with the Ghostface mask in the outfit. They could have easily stabbed her. We even see in the bathroom, she gets attacked in the bathroom because, like, in school is like, it's like, like, oh, let's go to the mall because you'll be safe. You're not going to be safe in a place with a lot of people. I know. It's like, go. Why aren't the police? Where's the police protection? Why is she not has like a group, someone protecting her? Because the people are after. They called multiple times and. Okay. Yeah. My next note. We find out about Sid's mom, and it turns out she got assaulted and killed, and we see Billy. We have this interaction with Billy, her boyfriend. He says, "It's been a year, Sid. Like, get over it. Your mom she got assaulted and killed, and like my parents got a divorce. Like, same thing. Like, I'm over that. It's not just that. People take different amount of time to grieve for different things. I feel like a year is like probably not a lot of time to grieve for your mother if she was assaulted and killed. Especially when the news outlets are like constantly playing, or constantly reminding you that she was assaulted and killed. I don't think that a year would be enough time to like get over it. I feel like you give her a little more time. You give your girlfriend a little more time to get over that. But yeah, Billy, I mean, he's a psycho, so and my next note is like, what is up with this principal? We see I'm pretty sure like in the beginning when he was talking to Sid, he was like, I don't know, maybe they have a very close relationship, but he was like caressing her face. I'm pretty sure that happened. I'm not 100% on that. But then he catches those two people that were dressed up as Ghostface. They had the mask and everything, running through the halls. And then he's like, he takes the mask off and he's like, all right, you two, you're expelled. And then he has a knife, not a knife, but he has a pair of scissors pointing all up. He's pointing it all at them, putting the knife all in their faces. It's like talking about he ought to gut them. It's like who let this guy be principal? This guy might be the third killer. He like do not trust this guy. I would not trust this guy around my kids. I would not send my kids to that school. Like, I already would be thinking about not sending them because a serial killer. But yeah, okay. All right, my next note. Oh yeah, this was back to the bathroom scene when she was attacked in the bathroom. So Sid, she escapes from the killer. She slides out. She runs down the stairs. She passes 3 different people. You know what she says to them after she gets chased? She says absolutely nothing. She says absolutely nothing. She doesn't tell the principal. She doesn't tell. I'm not even sure if she tells her friend. She just walks right by them as if there wasn't a killer in the bathroom. Doesn't say somebody's chasing me. She doesn't warn anybody that might also be attacked. She just walks out of school like like as if she wasn't just almost killed. But okay, my next note. This isn't actually a good one. The Ghostface they they get a good kill. They actually, or a good ambush. They get the principal, Mr. Freaky, and they finally, hide behind the door, get a good stab. They do an ambush. They use their opportunity to strike, and they strike. Like, what are the chances? Who saw that one coming? Like, not me. I thought they somehow messed that up. So somehow like trip over a wire or something. I wouldn't be surprised with this movie. The next thing. Oh, like, do y'all remember Blockbuster? Like, we I don't know how. I'm sure most of the people who are watching probably remember Blockbuster. I used to go there when I was younger, but streaming is like way better. But I used to be getting video games from there. Used to be getting movies. Used to be getting all types of stuff. Like, man, yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool times. It's way better now, though. Digital games don't even have to go to. I don't even remember the last time I even bought a physical game. I haven't bought a physical game, like a game on PC now, and on Nintendo Switch. I also buy all digital. Like, I haven't bought a physical version of a game. I've even gone to like GameStop or a game store in like so long, because everything's like online. It's like, man, poor Blockbuster. Absolutely poor Blockbuster. But yeah, other than that. So my next note, I just want to talk about Blockbuster a little bit. Okay. Back to Dewey. So my next note. Sid goes to a party. After she gets attacked in school, sees how dangerous it is being around other people, like a large group of other people. She decides she wants to go to a party. She says yes to it. And the worst part about that, guess who drives her over there? Mr. Dummy old Dewey Do Nothing. He drives Sid to a place where she is unsafe. At least he does is sticks around her. Kinda, I really thought he was gonna leave after dropping her off. I wouldn't be surprised. But he came back after trying to get with Gail. He did come back. Did he come back and do anything? No. Of course not. But he did come back. Dewey always comes back. Comes back to do nothing. Okay. My next note. We see Tatum. I forgot her name for a second. So we see Tatum. She's in the basement getting the beers and everything. And like we see them again. The ghost face need to be on the WWE, dude. They get hit by the freezer, and dude absolutely folds over. Like, from the freezer door, it's like, come on, they are made out of paper, truly. Like, you're gonna see, even as the movies go on, putting on the ghost face outfit is it's a debuff, truly. If you put that on, like, that's minus 100 defense. Like, you literally your skin turns to paper, your bones are glass. You cannot. You get pushed, you're flying to the moon. Dude, if you have to ambush right, or you're not catching them, or you're gonna have to struggle to catch them. All right, my next note. Oh yeah, this is still with after she was getting the beers. He got hit with the old duck and then flip over. He did the little. Oh my goodness. Or she did. She did this. And then he trips over her. He did that. He trips over her. It's like, these guys. No way you got hit by that. Like, how do you how are you How can you call yourself a serial killer and get hit by the? Did Charlie Chaplin do that? He probably did that at one point. But yeah. Anyways. Oh yeah. Oh, my next note. This is Billy and Sid after they have their talk in the bedroom upstairs at the party. Sid absolutely believes what, when I was talking about Sid not having enough time to grieve and everything. Billy gaslit her so bad that she thought she thought Billy was right. She thought he was right that 1 year was enough, that the brutal death that her mother had, that the news is still like playing constantly. She's constantly getting interviewed about it. The case is still going on for it. She's had enough time to grieve. He gaslit her so bad that she believed it. She 100% believed, you know what? My mom that died, a year ago tomorrow. So it hasn't even been a year yet. You know what? I gotta get over it. Like, it's just my mom. Get another one, huh? Or no, I've already had her for like how old is she? I had her for like 15, 16 years. So that's enough time. Who cares? I got past most of the time. That was enough time with her. All right. Okay, my next note. Like, you see Sid and Billy want to get freaky. So I bet Billy was on the mic really quick. Like, hey Stu, give me 3 minutes. I think Sid wants to get freaky with me. Like, Stu, hey, don't come in. Like, don't put on the mask yet. Hold off for a little bit. Hold off. Like, just give me a second. Actually, 2 minutes. I'll make it quick. Okay. And my next note. Okay. Dewey do nothing. So Dewey, after he says he's gonna protect Sid, after she's been attacked multiple times, guess what he does? He leaves. He leaves the party because he's been told about another scene. I thought he would like get somebody else to do it or something, or like somebody to cover him, not leave her alone at the party. But it's Dewey, He has a gooner brain. He has to bring he brought Gail to the possible crime scene where they found Sid's dad's car, and yeah, he brought her over there. He took, like, this guy, like, and then I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'll talk about that a bit more later. Okay, so before I continue that, we find out the principal's dead. Like, or I guess the characters find out the principal's dead. So they got 2 cars full of drunk high schoolers driving off. Which Dewey was supposed to be, watching the party, make sure everybody's good. So he missed that, of course, because it's Dewey. So, and on the way, to go see the dead body before it's taken down. So on their way, they're about to run into Dewey and Gail, because Dewey and Gail are in the middle of the street. Guess what Dewey says? Dude says 2 cars coming at him. He says, slow down, freeze. He's standing in front of the car, says, slow down, freeze, as if they can hear him, as if they're going to slow down. They're going like full speed. They're drunk. They're not listening to you. And then he jumps right out of the way, and then he gets all on top of Gail, gives her a little kiss right in front of the crime scene. Dude, Dewey is the absolute worst, dude. Dewey do nothing is the absolute. Dude, I'm a Dewey hater. Dewey hater for life. Okay, my next note. So Actually, my next note I put. We see Sid's in the car. She's like she's running away from the ghost face, and so they get her in a rear naked choke, and and the ghost face lose the fight. I'm starting to think maybe they did lose this one on purpose so they could do like the little talk with Sid, make sure like do the little monologue and all that. I'll give them this one. All the other ones, maybe maybe the other ones with Sid I'll also give them because but for the other killers or the other what do I call them, the other prey, like no, they absolutely suck. They might have been fumbling on purpose with Sid, but everybody else, no. They did not do that on purpose. They just suck. All right, my next note. Oh my. So at the end, my next note, I would hate to have these guys have me dead to rights like they did Sid. But Billy and Stu are over here emoting on her like Stu's over like dude's a weirdo. Always making like weird exaggerated facial expressions and all that stuff. And then Billy's over here like over here mogging all day. It's like and they're over here talking about just calling her, saying how dumb she was, how she should have saw this coming and all that stuff. Just making fun of her, like saying how that she just would not be able to stop them. I would absolutely hate to lose. Think about losing to those dudes, getting emoted on, and then actually dying. Like that. Did your life have any meaning? If your death is that bad, did your life have any meaning? Like truly, I do not want to get emoted on before I die. Like I couldn't take it. I'd have to come back to life and do something. I could not take that. All right, my next note. So it's crazy how like they're their worst enemy. Like if they didn't screw up, like okay. Over here, what happened? We see Gail, she grabs the gun, and they both get distracted by her trying to shoot them and all that stuff. And they're also, stabbing each other. Like they didn't make sure everybody was dead and all that stuff. They're stabbing each other to make so that they seem like they were the last survivors and all that. And then they're over there stabbing each other too deep, like, and then like just bleeding out the whole time. It's like they kind of had it. It might, probably not, probably wouldn't. Probably not. Maybe it could have worked. I'd say it could have worked if they actually didn't suck. Yeah, I feel like it could have worked. But they're over there stabbing each other. They're not watching Sid after they're just letting her stand there. They didn't tie her up or anything. She was just standing there in the kitchen while they're over here like, we got you, loser. Doing all that stuff. It's like, yeah, they're their own worst enemy. And then we see Sid. She escapes. She also gets her dad in the closet, and you know what? She hides in the closet from Billy and Stu. But when she goes in the closet, she for some reason took the time to put on the Ghostface outfit and mask before killing him, before popping out the under the stairs closet and killing him. It's like, why'd you take the time to do that? What did that gain you other than just for the movie? But like, Sid, what did that gain you putting that mask on? It made it hard to see. What do you think he thought? Did you think Billy was gonna think you were Stu or something? Like, why'd you do that? Like, there's truly like, he walks in a closet and she gets caught changing. Step out for a second. Let me step out for a second. I gotta do this. I'm like, yeah. I don't know what that play was. My next note is okay. So that was pretty much the movie. The Sid, I'm not Sid, but Billy and Stu, they both get killed. Few of them survive, others don't. Dewey survives. All right. So since I said at the beginning, I already knew who the two killers were because I watched probably a kill count or something like that, or some type of review video, probably by Nerd Explains or something. I don't remember. How to be something like that. I watched something like that so I knew who the two killers were. And I put, would I have figured out there were two killers? I think no. I don't think I would have known there were two killers if I had watched the movie without knowing that there were two killers. I don't think I would have found that out. But yeah, would I have thought that Billy was the killer? I put probably. I'm pretty sure I would have at least suspected him of being the killer. Like, he was pretty much suspected all movie. He was even suspicious all movie. But the thing is, would I have thought Stu was the killer? I don't think so. I don't think, Stu was a little suspicious, especially since I only thought it was one person. I definitely wouldn't have thought Stu. But if I thought it had to be a second person, would I have thought him? I might have thought it was Randy instead, actually. Because he was, because you're saying the killer was really into horror movies. Not only that, Billy also was saying a lot of stuff about horror movies and all that. So, yeah, I probably would have thought it was Randy if I did find out it was two killers. All right, my next note. I guess go through the killers. I mean, not the killers, but through the characters. Randy, he was annoying. He was also the horror expert. I guess giving the audience an idea of who to suspect, or why they suspect people. Yeah, this is gonna just be quick. Stu, he was a killer, kind of weird, always making weird faces and all that stuff. Tatum was Sid's best friend. Yeah, Sid's best friend. Dewey, totally unrespectable, useless, completely garbage character. He absolutely did nothing all movie. For a sheriff's deputy, he was absolutely useless. This guy, I don't know who hired him, but whoever hired him should be fired, and whoever hired the guy who hired Dewey should be fired. Dewey, you should truly actually ban him from the whole town, kick him out. Truly, you don't need a guy like that around. Yeah, people don't respect him, and they shouldn't respect him. Don't respect a man like Dewey. Okay, Billy, he was a killer. He really likes horror movies. Gail, I didn't talk about Gail too much, but she's really self-centered person. She'll pretty much do anything for the story. Step over anyone is she doesn't care too much about who she has to get over on. Sydney, her mom was attacked. She actually she was pretty dumb in this movie. Sydney truly was. She was going to school after being attacked, going to the party after being attacked. If she got killed, she would have deserved it. Truly, she was not thinking about keeping herself alive. Later on, sure, but in this movie, no, she had no self-preservation. She was not worried about. She was not worried about staying alive. So yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but my next note. It's a horror movie that makes fun of horror movies while being a good horror movie. It's truly it's a goofy movie. It's truly really goofy, and I really like it for that. Not every horror movie has to like try to scare you. 'Cause this movie wasn't scary. Like maybe like I could see like maybe some people got jump scared by it because you know they do like "Meh," and all that stuff like that. But yeah, I really liked it. Like this is honestly, I think it might be like my new favorite movie. Like no joke, truly. I really liked it, even though it seemed like honestly, like, I gave the rating a 9.5 out of 10. It would have gotten a 10 if Dewey didn't exist. Like not really, but yeah, I did really like the movie. It's really goofy. You know, making fun of horror movies and then doing some of the same things is like, yeah, it's just a really fun movie. Like, I really liked it. You know, my actual favorite movie that before this used to be The Truman Show, so it's a big jump from this one, I guess. Um, but yeah, that's it. That's what. Yeah. So my next thing is you know, Scream 2. I already watched it. Dewey's in there. Dewey do nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna see what the next video is gonna be. Scream 2. So you know, be ready for that. So I'm gonna go through all 6 of the movies. So subscribe if you want to see that. So bye bye.